Welcome to this session of Energy Conservation and Management. Myself, Anirban Sarkar, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department of JIS College of Engineering, Kollam. We are discussing about Module 3, that is Total Energy Concept, CHP cycles and their applications. In today's session, we will discuss about cogeneration case study of a sugar mill and a paper mill. Learning outcome is the practical application of the cogeneration system that is employed in a sugar mill and a paper mill. So far, we have discussed many theories about the cogeneration system, CHP cycles, the devices in CHP cycles, and what is the plant data to run and CHP cycles with steam generation, either gas power plant or either by an reciprocating engine case. So in this case study, first of all, we will discuss about a plant that is a sugar mill, one of the largest sugar mill in the state of the Gujarat, which employs back pressure steam turbine and used fuel as a baggage, which is an wastage of sugar cane after extracting the juice from this sugar cane. So in all sugar mills, the cogeneration system having configuration of steam turbine generators, that is back pressure or extraction cum back pressure type, and fired boilers are found working, providing the best performance result. Moreover, such type of cogeneration system fires non-conventional fuel baggage in the boiler and then also works at optimum efficiency. So why these back pressure or steam turbine generator and fired boilers are used in sugar mills? Because in sugar mills, for industrial process, for drying and etc. purpose, steam or heat is a main criteria. And in this type of mill, if auxiliarily that electricity is generated, so that will come as auxiliary, but first is required as an heat. The case study is provided below, is based on the system working one of the largest sugar mill in Gujarat state. So what are the equipments? The equipments here used for this captive power plant consist of major equipment details are given, that is 6 number of back pressure type single stage steam turbine generator set, and their ratings are below, that is one turbine 1200 kilowatt, another second turbine 1500 kilowatt, third turbine 2500 kilowatt, fourth turbine 3000 kilowatt, and two turbine 3000 kilowatt of ratings. The 8 number of baggage fired steam generators as per ratings provided below, that is one is 60 TPH, that is ton per hour, 30 kg per centimeter square, 375 degrees centigrade boiler. Another is 50 TPH, 20 kg per centimeter square, 375 degrees centigrade. Another 5 number boiler, that is 30 TPH, 20 kg per centimeter square, 375 degrees centigrade. And one is 25 TPH, 20 kg per centimeter square, 375 degree centigrade boilers are installed. The cogeneration equipment data that is given back pressure single stage, all are back pressure single stage turbines. The ratings are 3000 kilowatt. The turbine speed is 8250 and steam parameters 30 kg per centimeter square and temperature 370 degree centigrade. So like this type of gearbox that is oil filled in the first case, first two turbine. In the second set of turbines, these are all data are given. So the temperature of these turbines all are fixed, but the pressure varies. So if we see the steam parameters, these are all slightly varies from the first set to second set. That is from 11.5 kg per kilowatt hour to varies from 14.75, 10.65 and 8.35 kg per kilowatt hour. The generator shaft speed is kept constant through the gearbox, and frequency, rated power factor, all are constant. Steam generation data, if we see, that is heating surface area is slightly different from the, it is depends on the that is type of boiler. That is in first boiler, that is 1636 to, that is varies from 960 square meter, and the pressures are also varies, that is 32 kg per centimeter square, 20 kg per centimeter square respectively. Temperature is constant, that is outlet temperature of the steam is 375 degrees centigrade, and while inlet temperature of the turbine is, as we can see from earlier data, that is 370 degrees centigrade. And all are, that is in first case, that is superheated economizer air preheater installed, and in second type, that is coil type integral superheater air preheaters are also provided. And all the boiler draft systems are balanced draft with FD and ID fans are there. Fuel specification and other relevant technical data are provided below. That is, main fuel here is bagasse, which is an byproduct of this sugarcane. Fuel flow, that is 27 metric ton per hour. Higher heating value of this bagasse is 2288 kilocalorie per kg. And the moisture content, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur contents are given. And most importantly noticed here, that is moisture content is high in this type of fuel, that is 50.27% of weight per weight of the bagasse. The carbon content 21.71, hydrogen 3.09, and oxygen predominantly is there, that is 23.23, and ash content is 1.5. The alternative fuels, that is sometimes it is used for firing or initiate the firing, and it is not used for, that is usually it is not used fully for a large scale amount. The higher calorific value are given, that is 9500 kilocalorie per kg, and lower calorific values are also given, that is 9350 kilocalorie per kg. Normal operating philosophy, the sugar manufacturing plant works on seasonal basis. That is, generally for a period of 8 months from September to April every year, when the sugarcane crops would be available for crushing. In remaining 4 months, rigorous preventive maintenance of all the equipment is carried out so that the plant works without any problem during ensuing season. In this case study, 2 number newly installed 3000 kilowatt Triveni steam turbine generator with 60 TPH WIL boiler and one old Bessel steam turbine of 3000 kilowatt generator and 2500 Triveni steam turbine generator with 50 TPH and 30 TPH boilers is required number are operated at full loads. As 3000 kilowatt 2 number of steam turbine generator and 60 TPH boilers are matched with each other, so far steam parameters is constant. That is, it becomes one island. Second island is formed by remaining steam turbine generators and boilers due to matching of steam parameters. Remaining equipment is operated either in the event of breakdown or shutdown of any of the above units, or according to the power and steam load requirement by the production. The CPP meets the total electric power and steam requirement of the manufacturing plant as shown, as the production is commenced consequent to availability of sugarcane for crushing. The plant is working conforming to the concept of total cogeneration power plant technology, which is encouraged all around the world in a big way due to conformance to very vital concept of energy conservation. The electric power generated in CPP totally utilized to operate the process equipments, utilities and plant office area illumination. During normal plant operation, the power generation is maintained at more than 90% of machine ratings and around 0.85 power factor so as to get optimum efficiency. Power plant performance analysis. Based on power plant operating data for the last 12 months available for 2 cogeneration islands, the CPP performance has been arrived at as follows. Electric generation output, that is 2949 kilowatt into 2, that is 5898 kilowatt, which is equal to, if we convert it into, that is kilojoule per hour, that will give us 21202,130 kilojoule per hour. And 29 TPH into 2, that is 58 TPH at 1 bar. Enthalpy of steam at 1 bar from steam table we can found 642 kilocalorie per kg. Energy in steam output 58 into 1000 into 642 into 4.18 kilojoule per hour, that is 15, 56, 46, 480 kilojoule per hour. The total energy output 17, 68, 48, 610 kilojoule per hour. Total fuel input, that is 27 TPH baggage. Gross calorific value of baggage is 2288 kilocalorie per kg. Total energy input, that is 27 into 1000 into 2288 into 4.18 kilojoule per hour. That is 2582 23 680 kilojoule per hour. The overall efficiency, if we calculate, that is total energy output by total energy input, that is 68.5%. So as this plant is divided into two islands, that is two numbers of newly installed Triveni turbine of 3000 kilowatt with 60 TPH boiler. This part plant load efficiency is 82.63% and factor efficiency is 68.5. The island 2, where there is 25 kilowatt steam generator of one number and one old 3000 kilowatt steam generator, that is also one number, 50 TPH and 30 TPH boiler system. Plant load overall, that is 64.70%. Factor efficiency 66.74%. The power load on new steam turbine generator is maintained almost constant due to their better performance. The steam load is also maintained on the connected boiler, and as such the plant load factor and efficiency are observed better in this system. The power load variations are generally taken care of by the system consisting of older steam turbine and boiler. As such, the plant load factor and efficiency have been observed marginally in comparison to island 1 mentioned earlier. The average age of the steam turbine and boiler is around 8 years. The specific steam consumption derived based on enthalpy difference method is found only marginally offset from the data provided by the manufacturer, which could also be due to some disparity between required and actual inlet steam parameter. There is no provision for measurement for steam generation and fuel that is not generated for the CPU. Based on derivation on specific steam consumption, noted steam parameters such as pressure and temperature, power load maintained, and analysis of baggage, the fuel consumption can be derived, which would provide reasonably accurate data. The calibrated energy meters are provided for measuring of electricity. So from the available data, that is heat balance sheet for the island 1 is given here. So which is of 2 back pressure turbines, as we can see, and total the each turbine has 3000 kilowatt 420 volt generator, and with the effectively it is producing 2949 kilowatt actual. And from this part, it is steam is going to the for sugar manufacture. The plant that is running that 32 kg per centimeter square pressure of steam available in the steam turbine inlet, and from the outlet that is 29 kg per centimeter square outlet, and the from the fuel baggage that is 27 metric ton per hour is required, that 60 TPH fired boilers is installed. The water is demineralized, preheated and de-aerated before sending to the boiler. So now in the second case study, that is a paper industry, that is, which has inlet air cooled for a combined cycle power plant. In this plant, a 165 megawatt nameplate rated combined cycle plant located in Camden, New Jersey. That is consists of one General Electric frame, 7EA gas turbine. So it is extraction condensing steam turbine, dual pressure heat recovery steam generator, and multi-cell mechanical draft cooling tower, and a balance of plant equipment. Steam is supplied to an adjacent paper making facility, and electric power is supplied to Public Service Electric and Gas Corporation. The project consists of a complete inlet and air cooling system and included a mechanical chiller, cooling coils and their installation, chilling glycol, water pumps and piping, condenser cooling water pumps, piping, electrical and mechanical tie-ins to existing system. The cooling system was required to meet the following performance criteria: conversion of turbine inlet airflow, that is given 2353,551 pound per hour, ambient dry bulb and wet bulb temperature 72 by 66 degree Fahrenheit respectively, desired air inlet temperature 50 degree Fahrenheit, allowable air side pressure drop 1 in wet bulb condition. The performance test was conducted and average ambient condition during the test found dry bulb temperature 78.7 degree Fahrenheit, wet bulb temperature 73.2 degree Fahrenheit, barometric pressure 1023 millibar. The other parameters recorded during the test are as follows: turbine inlet air temperature 60.1 degree Fahrenheit, duct temperature 59.1 degree Fahrenheit, condenser cooling tower, chiller in 86.9 degree Fahrenheit, chiller out 97.7 degree Fahrenheit, and flow rate is 6016 GPM. It is gram per minute. Then 35% glycol water mixture, that is chiller in is 63.8 degree Fahrenheit and chiller out is 52.4 degree Fahrenheit. Flow rate is 5768 gram per minute. Air side pressure drop, that is pre-filter and cooling coil 0.45 in WC. Pre-filtered is 0.05 of WC. The power consumptions is given entire system, that is 1934.8 kilowatt, cooling water pump 198.1 kilowatt, and glycol water pump 262.3 kilowatt. The standard airflow at inlet air temperature 60.1 degree Fahrenheit used in all the calculation. It was verified by heat balance around the cooling coils and from measured turbine exhaust flow. The standard airflow at inlet temperature and the chiller capacity is given by various method, that is based on measured glycol flow rate, based on measured condenser flow rate. Chiller capacity by two different methods were found to be 2398 tons and 2290 tons respectively. So these gas turbine based chilling device schematic diagrams are shown here. So with this, we are likely to conclude this session. These are the references. Thank you for joining this session.